Did you know the average person only uses 9 words for their prompts? According to Google, the most effective number of words is at least 21. That's a huge gap. Today we'll close that gap and look at the best ways to craft your Google Gemini prompts. You'll go from prompt beginner to prompt architect in just a few minutes. And it all starts with the 4 pillars of perfect prompting. Great prompts start with 4 key components: persona, context, task, and format. Think of it as giving Gemini a job description. So first, let's look at the persona. Who is Gemini in this scenario? You are an expert financial analyst. You were a high school physics teacher. This sets the tone and depth of expertise for the response. Next, we have context. Why are you asking the question? Provide relevant background information. For example, I am writing an email about Q4 sales results. My coworkers will only have 5 minutes to read this email. This gives Gemini the why and the who of the audience. Then we have task. What do you need Gemini to do? This should be a strong action verb. Words like summarize, draft, analyze, compare. This is the core instruction of the prompt. And finally, we have format. How do you want Gemini to answer? For example, provide the response in a 3-column table. Give me a comma-separated list. This dictates the final output structure. Let's put it all together in an example for software development. For persona, we tell Gemini it is a Python engineer. Our context gives the background of the task regarding code readability. The task has a strong action verb, review, and our format specifies we want a bulleted list with 5 suggestions. So if I run this, we get our response. And you can see, indeed, we have 5 suggestions here. Now let's look at how to improve Gemini's reasoning skills. Our first powerful technique is called chain of thought prompting. With this method, we first ask Gemini to explain its process before it gives the final answer. A poor prompt is recommend a new inventory strategy. A better prompt uses our 4 key components and also tells Gemini to first explain the process. This simple addition forces the model to think sequentially, which dramatically improves the accuracy and logic of the final answer. So here you can see we told it to first explain the process. Let's submit it. And you can see first it's actually going to outline the steps here. If we scroll down, it tells us what it's going to do. It even provides some images. And then it asks us what it wants to do next. Another way to improve Gemini's results is to give it examples of the output format. In AI lingo, an example is called a shot. A 0-shot prompt uses no examples. So I can ask Gemini, define the word internet. And I'll submit the query. And you can see it gives me this explanation here. For a 1-shot prompt, I'll give Gemini an example of how I want the output formatted. Here I show Gemini an example of how I want the output to be formatted, basically like a dictionary definition. Then I tell it to define the word internet. I'll submit it. And I can see this time it gives me an output that's much more like my example. In this example, I want to format addresses in a specific way. In my prompt, I give Gemini 2 examples. Here we have 1 input and 1 output, and then I have another example here. Let's run it. Now I get my requested address in the desired format. So this was a 2-shot prompt. Earlier we talked about how to give Gemini a persona when prompting. Using this method, we can assign it an expertise level, but we can also define the expertise level of the audience. In this example, I told Gemini it's an expert science communicator, but I also said to assume the reader is a middle school student. And now if I run it, now Gemini will provide answers that are at the appropriate level of complexity. And this is a great technique for simplifying complex topics. Now, if you're still struggling to write that perfect prompt, why not use Gemini itself to write prompts? That's right, LLMs can also write prompts for themselves. Let's say I want to generate a research report. What are some good things to include in such a report? Well, I'll ask Gemini to create that prompt. I told it to give me a prompt about creating a research report, and I identified where I wanted the subject to be. Let's submit this here. And I can see Gemini gives me quite an exhaustive answer here. And I could go and use this prompt myself. And as always, you can go and tweak it as you like. And remember, if it gives you something really long and you just want to copy it really quick, you can always click this button here to copy it. Gemini also tells me how to use this prompt down here, very handy. So that's another technique there. Finally, let's look at one of the ultimate time savers, working with other Google apps. To enable this, go to Settings and Help, and then click on Connected Apps. Then enable Google Workspace here. I'll say Connect. Now I'll start a new chat. Note that this will not work in a temporary chat. And I'll type ampersand, and then the name of the app I want to use. In this case, I'll use Google Drive. And I'll ask it a question about a Google form I recently created. I'll say what days can Carl Roberts work. Let's submit it. And it tells me Carl Roberts can work on Thursday and Friday. And it's always good to check the answers. Here's the Google form I created, Barista Job Applications. I'll go responses. Let's look at the spreadsheet. And it's correctly telling me that Carl Roberts can work on Thursday and Friday. Are there any Google Gemini topics you want to see a video on? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you've discovered any cool prompting tricks, feel free to share with the rest of us. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.